Like, if you look at the makeup of these teams, it's absolutely mind-boggling. Remy Martin, fifth-year guy. Ochai Agbaji, fourth-year guy. David McCormick, fourth-year guy. DeJuan Harris hardly even recruited at a high level, like a top, 75 to 150 type guy. You look at the makeup of the teams in the NCAA tournament. North Carolina, Brady Manick, transfer, fifth-year guy, coming out of the portal. A bunch of sophomores. Armando Bacot, a junior. This is the oldest Final Four I can remember.
Seth, I want to bring it back to Duke, North Carolina very quickly. I don't believe this would tarnish his legacy at all.
No.
But it would give a lot of ammunition for people who would like to make the narrative that it would tarnish his legacy. But with losing to North Carolina for the second time, that actually North Carolina winning their last game at Cameron Indoor Stadium and then essentially, ending his career, do you feel like that would tarnish Coach K's legacy?
No, people look. If you say Coach K, people are going to say the GOAT. If you say Coach K, you can talk about 5 national championships, 3 Olympic gold medals. This look, would it be disappointing? Sure, it would be disappointing. You think about you get beaten by your rival the last 2 times, but no. Coach K's legacy will always remain the 5 national championships, the 3 gold medals, the agility that he showed in terms of changing with the times. The ability to connect and motivate. I mean, that's to me. I mean, Jay, you played for him. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I mean, that's why I said my statement beforehand, Seth. I don't see it tarnishing his legacy at all. Would I like for it to elevate? I think it can elevate it to a slightly degree.
It puts him in Saban country because Saban's got 6 national championships.
Getting 6 elevates it. I don't think it can tarnish it.
No, look, he owns North Carolina anyway, right? I mean,
no, the rivalry.
I'm talking about the state. I ain't even talking about the team. I'm just saying
the geographical location.
Location. That's him. He owns that.
I don't know about that. I'm just trying to tell you, for somebody who has a house in North Carolina, man, I don't know about that.
People still talking Dean Smith
all day. I mean, it's Carolina, man.
It's
state school.
I don't believe it tarnishes anything. And Seth rattled off his accomplishments. Greatest college basketball coach in the history of college basketball that I've seen with my own eyes.
But Coach
minus John Wooden.
I didn't see John Wooden with my own eyes, though. So I'm not, what I'm saying? You're a little bit older than me, Seth, so I didn't get a chance to watch him do his deal as a coach. I'm talking about since I started watching college
in the modern era.
In the modern era.
Time.
Are you making me like a caveman?
No, I'm just saying. You said John Wooden. I'm like, I don't think I was here yet.
You're seasoned.
It's time for Straight Talk, brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Coach, while I agree with you, it wouldn't tarnish his legacy. That's ridiculous, right? But it is interesting that if you said before the season, Coach K is going to get to the Final Four, you'd say that's a successful season. I know not by Duke standards, your standards, Jay, but most people say that's a success. But the fact that it's against UNC, it's not an issue of tarnishing legacy, but now more is at stake. Now suddenly getting to the Final Four doesn't feel good enough because it's UNC that could retire the dude, right? Like, that does raise the stakes.
I got a question for you guys. JWill, you think this is a game either team want to play? You think that Duke wanted to see North Carolina in the Final Four, or do you think they would much rather see either Kansas or Villanova?
The same way I think the Milwaukee Bucks want to get the number 1 seed in the East and see a Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets because they want that battle. Me as a former Duke player, I want this battle. I've wanted it since the day we lost to them, and there's been a me calling a damn timeout because it's a redemption opportunity for them because that was an event. And I feel like they kind of took our souls in that moment. So having the biggest platform, the biggest stage to go against your rival, I'm not running away from that one bit.
You're feeding right into me, JWill, because you know what? Now this thing comes back about Coach K and that last game and not the Final Four. The NCAA tournament's been all about the Final Four. It's all been about the team. Now, all of a sudden, I know Coach K is all about creating causes, obviously.
It's personal.
Human nature, it's personal. But all of a sudden now, this game becomes even bigger because it's about redemption. That works one of 2 ways. You know that. I mean, it either motivates you or it suffocates you.
That's fine. Yeah. Pressure reveals opportunities, Seth. That's all you can ask for.
UNC is signing up for this. UNC wants this. And they want it for 2 reasons. They believe they can beat Duke again because they've already took care of that, a month ago? And on top of that, they would like to send out Coach K a different way than what Duke wants to send him out. You know, so they signed up.
He's like cynical. He's like.
No, you think about it. If I'm UNC, I know I can beat you because I just did it. I'm not afraid of you.
New
and
game.
on top of that,
new game though.
No, but it doesn't. But I don't go in there thinking that psychologically. Psychologically, I just took care of business against you on your home court. Yes, neutral site now. I get it, all that. But I have the confidence that I can go do it a second time. And on top of that, my motivation is to send your coach out a loser.
Well, that's your motivation. And, it's got to be bigger than that. Here's the thing. Different game right now. You talk about this game. Jeremy Roach, R.J. Davis, I think you want to watch one matchup, watch that matchup. Because how Duke deals with that middle ball screen, after seeing it and getting torched by it that last game, JWill, all right? Now, right now, they've been downing all their ball screens in the NCAA tournament, doing a really good job, actually, their ball screen defense. I'm interested to see how they do that. I've got a tape I'm going to do on our game day show prior to the Final Four, basically showing how R.J. Davis owned the game and the tempo of the game coming off that screen, making plays. That's what they got to clean up. If they don't clean that up, there's going to be a world of problem for Duke. If they clean that up, Duke's going to win by 6-8 points.
Coach, quickly, bottom line it for me. Monday night national championship. Who's it going to be between?
Duke and Kansas. Kansas's defense in the NCAA tournament has been absolutely terrific. They're actually guarding the ball, and it's not just Remy Martin. No one talks about Christian Brown. Christian Brown's averaging 16 points a game in the NCAA tournament, 8 rebounds, and 3.5 assists.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.